After months of construction, UNO's one-of-a-kind building on campus is finally finished. I'm Matt Everson, and coming up, get an in-depth look at the new Community Engagement Center, find out about some of its new tenants, and learn more about the university's plan for the future.
Also, it's something that so many people deal with, but many people deal with it alone. Coming up, learn how to seek support to grasp the help on mental illness. I'm Jasmine Thompson. Those stories coming up. The Omaha News starts right now.
This is the Omaha News, presented by the School of Communication at the University of Nebraska at Omaha, from the studios of UNO Television.
Two-thirds of people suffering from depression do not seek the necessary treatment. An Omaha woman who's been there before tells us how important support really is.
They don't know anything about your situation. My first time going to therapy, I walked in and I instantly started crying.
A local Omaha woman says there's a few tips she's learned from her experience with depression.
Writing things down really helps. Even if you're not writing it specifically to someone, you have to at least get it out on paper, so then when you go back and you're going through these things, you read it like, okay, well, I was going through this and it's not as bad as it was this time, so now I can fight through it.
Depression is a common serious illness. It can happen to anyone at any age.
We do have therapists that work with adults and older clients, older adults, and we have a lot of therapists that work with younger clients too. They can go as young as 2 years old to 7 and 8.
So what are a few things that people may not understand about counseling?
The biggest misconception is that only crazy people, go to counseling. Allow yourself to be vulnerable, expose every, little facet of your life. But I think one of the biggest problems that we have, especially, in our community and just in American society, is that we don't deal with things until they become a problem.
There's also a few advantages when it comes to counseling.
It's just easier to talk to somebody that's outside of your situation. So you don't even have to let anybody that's close to you know, even if that's just something you do for yourself. I feel like people should go out and talk.
Jerry says when people think of depression, they think of grief. Oftentimes, a loved one's passing or traumatic life event can spur feelings of depression. However, he says if those people don't seek out help, it will only continue to worsen.
The man accused of 4 Omaha murders appeared before a judge Tuesday to change his plea. Nico Jenkins wanted to change his plea to no contest, but Judge Peter Battalion wouldn't accept it. Jenkins originally filed paperwork to plead guilty to the charges, but later changed his mind and wanted his murder charges dropped. Judge Battalion said he would entertain a guilty plea if Jenkins wanted to submit that, but Jenkins refused. A trial has been set for July 28th.
Two members of the Lincoln Stars hockey team are under investigation after allegedly having sex with an underage girl and recording it. Police in Minnesota say the incident occurred at a motel where the team was staying. 2 18-year-olds on the team are being interviewed by police, and investigators also seized their cell phones. Lincoln Stars management says they're waiting to hear back from police before taking any action.
Neil deGrasse Tyson hosts the reboot of Carl Sagan's Cosmos, which has become the largest international launch of a television show in history. This vision to spread scientific literacy to youth is also a labor of passion shared by many in the community.
Think of how many stars and planets and kinds of life there may be in this vast and awesome universe.
Carl Sagan's mission of inspiring the next generation of scientists is being embodied by local educators right here in Nebraska.
We're going to need more astronauts than ever in the future. We need more engineers. And it's not just the guys that go into space, it's the people that are producing the rovers. It's the people that are sitting behind the computers that are talking to the folks that are in space, talking to those robots that are in space.
The museum encourages excitement by making science hands-on.
We also will bring out maybe meteorites and allow students to actually hold a piece of early solar system.
I think getting started young is really important. I think when you get older, sometimes science and mathematics and even literature can seem really overwhelming. And when you start them young, you can get them excited about some of these different concepts and take something that might seem really scary and make it into something that's really fun and easygoing.
The Math and Science Summer Camp, Aim for the Stars, is hosted right here at UNO's Durham Science Center.
I've had others who come back and they want to be counselors, and then they want to be teachers, and then because the culture is fun. We take children with Asperger's, autism, blind, deaf, we've had them all, and the goal for all of them is make science fun.
Both the Children's and Strategic Air and Space Museum have programs that bring science demonstrations to schools and organize events throughout the year. UNO's Aim for the Stars camp runs multiple sessions throughout the summer as well.
Coming up after the break, we'll take you inside UNO's brand new Community Engagement Center. Find out what organizations will be utilizing this space and learn more about the university's master plan that's about to take shape.
And later, Omaha News reporter Melissa Ring will sit down with CEC Director Sarah Woods. Those stories and more coming up when the Omaha News continues.
PBS is the place you should go first.
There are no advertisers to be satisfied, only an audience to be satisfied.
We take our responsibility as journalists very seriously. We are constantly thinking about our viewers and what they care about.
We want to let you know what the information is, and then you decide what you want to think.
At the NewsHour, we are after the facts and only the facts.
You've always known you were a leader, someone who works hard to achieve your goals. You can see it. You can see your success in front of you. You pursue a college education for the old-fashioned reasons, to learn, to make yourself more valuable, to succeed. You need a place that celebrates your ambition and positions you alongside visionary people just like you. You, my friend, belong here, the University of Nebraska at Omaha.
UNO TV invites you to take a journey around the world, to lush jungles with endangered species, to exotic lands and different cultures, to lost cities beneath the sands. Travel through time to see ancient secrets on the other side of the world, the growth of the American West, or the start of Nebraska's largest city, or just explore our state. Find out about Nebraska in World War II. Learn how Omaha has grown since. Discover the effort to renovate its green spaces, the history of one of its most impressive buildings, or look at its internationally recognized university. For over 20 years, UNO TV has produced award-winning documentaries that explore, educate, and enlighten. To find out more, call 402-554-2516 or visit unotv.unomaha.edu.
You're watching the Omaha News.
Welcome back. UNO is in the process of unleashing the university's master plan, an ongoing project seeking to improve the campus's use of resources and to create a more vibrant campus community. Omaha reporter Nikita Williams joins us now live. Nikita?
Thanks, Jasmine. The plan will look at the campus as 3 distinct areas: Dodge, Pacific, and Center Street campuses. The objective of the project includes increasing the amount of student housing available, expanding space in the academic buildings, and improving traffic flow. Those who are involved say they hope to make room for an increase in future enrollment numbers and to create a more cultivated campus community.
Lots and lots of change on campus, all very exciting.
The key word is change, and UNO has done lots of it. The university has made big alterations to the campus in the past 9 years, finishing over 900 projects during that time frame. Recently, UNO has been in the works of starting a sustainability master plan. A new project Vice Chancellor Dr. B.J. Reed says makes for a rapidly moving yet stimulating campus.
I've been here a long time. I've been here over 30 years, and this is the most exciting time to be at UNO.
UNO's master plan sets out to create a distinct difference between the Dodge, Pacific, and Center campus. Center Street will cater to recreational activity with the building of a new arena, while Dodge campus, the heart of UNO activities, will be adding on to the existing
Strauss Performing Arts, and the Milo Bell Student Center. A recent addition to Dodge campus is the Community Engagement Center, an extension that Reed feels was money well spent for a building that will be an asset to the university.
It's just a phenomenal investment by the community and by donors in the community to the campus. Our job is to show them that those dollars are well used.
So what's the goal for all the changes being made at UNO? Well, Manager of Architectural Planning, George Killian, says it's all for the purpose of creating a more metropolitan community.
The kids that participate at these design vignettes that we do, they want a metropolitan environment. And so I think everything that we're doing is geared towards making this a better university from a metropolitan standpoint.
If you want updates on the progression of the project, you can visit the Facebook website at facebook.com/UNO Sustainability. Jasmine and Matt, back to you.
Thanks, Nikita. Now, the new CEC is located at the heart of Dodge Street campus, meaning its entire construction has been seen by most on campus and even by those driving past on Dodge Street. As we mentioned before, it's a building that is one of a kind, literally. There is no other building like this in any college in America.
And the center has been privately funded, which means students will not see increases in fees or tuition. But why did the university decide to build it? Omaha News reporter Beth Ryan has that answer for us.
UNO's got a brand new building, the Community Engagement Center. But what's it all about?
Well, I know they built it to just engage with the community, basically what it says it's going to be. And there's a couple of businesses that already have spots in there that they're going to just be based out of.
Being here in one of the rooms in the Community Engagement Center, you can just tell it's going to be the perfect place for groups to come together, plan, and grow, which is Chancellor John Christensen's main objective.
We should have a freestanding facility that's totally dedicated to our engagement goal as a metropolitan university.
And the Chancellor also wants to provide a way for students to be active in their community.
Thought about how is it that we can increase what we currently do and create a greater impact not only in the community's best interest, but also to provide greater opportunities for our students to be involved.
This building is the first of its kind in our country and will house over 20 different community organizations so far. That number will continue to grow as the years go on. For the Omaha News, I'm Beth Ryan.
The Chandler said they've been planning to build the Community Engagement Center for the past 4 years. According to KVNO News, 6,000 square foot building is the first standalone comprehensive facility based on a university campus that is fully dedicated to community engagement. And after 4 years of hard work, the members of the UNO administration are excited for the grand opening of the building later this month.
As its name implies, the new building is more than just a facility for students. While many UNO organizations call the CEC home, it is also home to some organizations geared more towards those within the Omaha community. Omaha News reporter J.R. Cantor introduces us to two such groups.
While some students look at the new Community Engagement Center as a building that took away from already limited parking spots, others look at the CEC as much more than that. The new Engagement Center, which has a modern feel right when you enter, is home to several community and campus organizations. One organization that calls the new building home is A Time to Heal. This Omaha-based organization is tailored to helping and rehabilitating cancer survivors by providing classes with books and musical CDs for inspiration. Co-founder Stephanie Koraleski says that she was really excited to become part of the campus life.
We thought it would be a wonderful opportunity to expose students to some of the work that we do and also to get the help of the students and the faculty members.
UNO's Maverick PR, a student-ran public relations firm, also calls the CEC home. Faculty advisor Karen Weber says she is excited to finally have a place to call their own.
And we're going to have conference rooms that are going to lend itself to having meetings with clients. And
whether or not you have an organization within the Engagement Center, people are eager to see what the building and its groups have in store. For the Omaha News, I'm J.R. Cantor.
As we mentioned before, Maverick PR and A Time to Heal are just two of the many organizations located within the building. To find out more information about which groups call the new CEC home, you can visit their website. The address for that is shown below.
Coming up after the break, we'll talk one-on-one with Sarah Woods, who has overseen construction of the new CEC from the beginning.
Find out why she feels this building is so vital to the university's plan for the future. That's next when the Omaha News continues right after this.
KVNO was in a really interesting place. This Victorian mansion near UNO.
3 floors. The studios were on the 3rd floor.
Bedrooms and bathrooms. So we had a challenge, but we ultimately ended up with an on-air studio.
We soundproofed it with carpet, and actually I think it sounded really warm, very radio friendly.
There were also rumors that the 3rd floor was haunted. Those were the maid's chambers, as we were told.
I had a sink in the office and leaded glass windows which looked out on the stable house in the back.
One colleague talking about having the window open one day, a warm spring or fall day, and a squirrel jumping through the window onto a turntable.
It was a great place, a great ambiance for a fine arts station.
It definitely had a charm to it.
About how you're feeling right now. One thing you would like our viewers to know about this state.
The importance of volunteerism.
What are you saying to folks?
I'm here to discuss these images.
When you can take that knowledge and that expertise and that passion in terms that they're all going to understand.
They need to know the real stories.
I'm Kathy Wyatt. Join us for Consider This each week on NET1.
NET Television expands your mind, enlightens your mind, inspires your mind, educates your mind, entertains your mind. NET Television opens up new worlds to you. Explore, travel, learn, discuss, debate. NET Television keeps you informed. Music, theater, dance, art, news. NET Television awakens your dreams, seeks to serve, strengthens our communities. We are Nebraskans. We are NET Television, Nebraska's PBS station.
You're watching the Omaha News.
Welcome back. It's been a project months in the making, and now the CEC is finally complete. It will house more than 20 groups and organizations that will offer services throughout the campus and community. Omaha News reporter Melissa Ring joins us now with Sarah Wood to talk more about the building.
The CEC will serve as both the front door to the campus as a university's signature outreach venue. Joining me now to talk about this brand new addition to campus is Sarah Woods. Thank you so much for joining me here today, Sarah.
You're welcome.
First question, how did the idea of building a CEC center come about?
Well, I think it's come about just as a result of all of the engagement activities that UNO has been involved in for the last maybe 15 or 20 years. A lot of energy has come about through different activities that faculty and staff and students have been involved in. I think there's been a greater expectation among the community with UNO as the community's metropolitan university that we have an obligation to be involved. And so just slowly, I think that expectation has resulted in the construction of the engagement center.
What is the significance of having a CEC on campus?
Well, I think it represents in both a physical way and in a cultural way our commitment to the community. I think for a long time UNO has been viewed almost as an island. You know, we're surrounded by a circulation road, and it's really difficult for the community, even for some, I think some of us who work on the campus, to get from Dodge Street to UNO. So it represents just this ability for people just to get here. But more importantly, I think it represents an opening up of our services and our great resources, our faculty, our staff, and our students, to be able to access the great resources we offer here, and at the same time enable the community to come here and be accessible to us as well. So through our Service Learning Academy, through our great collaborative for our student volunteers, and with opening up our different partnership spaces where we can make available different types of community resources, we're really, I think, demonstrating to the community that we're truly a partner.
So what kind of different rooms or facilities will be available in the Community Engagement Center?
Well, we have a space on both floors, about 12,000 square feet total, and what we call our Community University Partnership Space. That was covered before in the story, but basically it provides office space for either university organizations that want to be more involved in engagement, like the Social Media Lab or Math PR. Then it also offers space for community organizations. You showed A Time to Heal. We also have metropolitan area continuum of care for the homeless, inclusive communities, and a number of other nonprofit and government entities that are housed there. That's one giant portion of the Engagement Center. We offer space for our kind of signature outreach programs that are at UNO, like the Service Learning Academy and the Collaborative. Then we also have lots of meeting space. We have space for small meetings. You showed a picture of one of our small conference rooms that has what I call our comfy chairs, our comfy conference room. We have lots of places where people can come, students or faculty, student groups, can come and work together in collaborative ways. In many of our spaces, you don't have to have a reservation for the space. You can just come and work together in really comfortable environments. We have large meeting rooms for up to 275 people. We have a community dialogue room where people can have forums or debates. Those spaces are available for the university or even if for the community, as long as it's for the public good or for purposes of engagement, for free.
So how can people go about requesting time or space to use within the Community Engagement Center?
Well, they can call our office. They can contact our staff assistant. Her name is Liz Codina Hill. She's a UNO graduate. In fact, she was quite involved in service learning when she was here. Her number is 554-2056. Or they can contact us by going to our website, and we have information about making reservations or looking at our different resources at the website too. And that was shown earlier on our website.
So how many different staff members will this Community Engagement Center house?
Well, right now, just in terms of the people who work directly for the Engagement Center, there's 5 of us. There's one Centennial Fellow who's a graduate assistant. We have then 4 full-time staff. We're going to have volunteers and students who will kind of staff the front desk, so they'll be able to assist people when they come in. But all of the other people work for the different entities or organizations that are housed within the building. So I believe the Collaborative has about 10 people working in it right now. The Service Learning Academy has about 15, and then all of the different organizations, probably combined, we have about 85 people in the building, but we have room for about 120.
Awesome. Sarah, thank you so much for being here. Thanks for joining us today. The CEC will hold its grand opening to the public on April 17th.
After the break, find out where road construction may soon begin in Omaha and learn where you can go to have your opinion heard. The Omaha News will continue after this.
Something new or reach beyond.
Oh my gosh, it's fantastic.
When you want to peer inside,
there's something wrong here. This isn't normal.
Will it seem almost impossible or push the limit?
Large tornado! It's humongous! You need to get out now!
When you want to dive deep.
These divers are like astronauts.
Our human nature is to push into places that we don't know about.
Or go to the edge.
There are other worlds out there.
We don't know exactly what we're going to find.
When you want to find new frontiers.
I was truly astonished.
You just don't ever know.
Nova.
Wednesdays on NET1.
The University of Nebraska at Omaha is a place for tomorrow's leaders, a place where individuals converge on a path to success, getting the attention and direction they need as they begin their career. It's where students take pride in serving Omaha, a city we've invested in for more than 100 years. UNO is a place where greatness begins. The University of Nebraska at Omaha.
Welcome back. Tomorrow night you can attend a meeting to discuss the proposed widening of Q Street from 171st to 193rd in Omaha. Q Street would be widened from its current 2 lanes to 4 under the proposed project. Back in 2006, several concerned citizens complained that the street isn't sufficient to handle the amount of traffic it currently deals with. The Omaha City Council approved the project as part of the capital improvement program that is slated to run until 2016. The meeting will take place tomorrow at 7 at Millard West High School. And if you're soon hitting the roads down to Kansas City, police there are warning drivers to be careful. Over the past month, 13 vehicles have been hit with gunfire while on the road. 3 people have been injured. 10 of the shootings happened in Kansas City, with the others happening in the suburbs of the city. Police say the timing and nature of the shooting points to the possibility of their connection.
Last week, you saw Omaha Storm Chasers General Manager Marty Cordero talk baseball here at this desk. Now the Storm Chasers are launching a new program to get you and your family out to the ball field. For a $20 membership, children 10 and under can be part of the Little Chasers Club. The kids will have access to 18 home games this season, a t-shirt, and the opportunity to run the bases just like the pros. If you'd like to register your child for this program, you can do so by visiting the community section on the Storm Chasers website.
Well, that does it for this edition of the Omaha News. Thank you for joining us this semester. We'll be back in the fall with all new stories from our reporters.
We thank you again, and from all of us here at the Omaha News, good night.
UNO Television gives students a chance to work in a real studio. Working on the TV crew, students get hands-on experience with lights, camera, and action. Working on a variety of shows gives students a leg up looking for jobs. In fact, many former crew members work at local stations. It's a once-in-a-lifetime experience for students to learn the science and art of TV production. UNO TV, student crew, professional staff, award-winning results.
When will you look deep into space? When will you travel back in time? When will you experience the power of red? When? Anytime. Online at video.netnebraska.org. Search, select, and share with the NET Video Player. Watch our shows on your schedule.
What if there were a neighborhood where every child felt they belonged, and a big dog helped them stay little a little longer? A helped them find the wonder in every little thing. And a flightless bird showed them how to soar. Support the people and programs that never stop asking, what if?